All right, buddy, this week on Camera Talk, what are we going to be looking at? Well, looking at another vintage lens. One that's older than Daddy. That's right. We're looking at a Leitz Carl Zeiss? No!
What the fuck?
Ernst Leitz. It's the Summicron. Version 1, the collapsible one from 1954. Actually, it was designed in 1953, but this one's from 1954. Is it cool? Yeah, it still is. You think so too, right? It's cool. So, hey, grab yourself something to eat or drink, something to get yourself a little comfortable. And let's learn about this together, right? So let's get it on.
Here I am, Vietnam. Rain is always coming down.
This is Camera Talk with Dr. Scott and Dylan. That's right. We're back for another week of Camera Talk. Another week of vintage lenses. What are we looking at this week, buddy? A vintage lens from way back before Daddy was born. I know that was back in ancient times, right? Compared to where you were born. Well, what are we looking at this week? We're looking at Ernst Leitz Summicron, the very first Summicron. Now this is the one that followed up. We already did a video on the Scimitar, which was its predecessor, which was also a 50mm f2. But this one takes it to the next level, as they say, right? Now this lens, as you can see in the intro, this lens follows the kind of in the footsteps of its predecessors. You know, the Scimitar was the first 50 f2, then Sumar was the first 50 f2. Then the Scimitar followed behind it, which was a 50 f2. And the Summicron here is also a 50 f2. Oh, what do you think? Oh, what's the difference between them all? What the hell, right? Well, they're all collapsible. They're all made of brass and nickel and all kinds of wonderful things. The glass itself is kind of, in today's terms, would be very questionable use. It's very soft for glass anyway. The old saying with these things goes is it's soft as chalk. So therefore you have to be very careful when you're cleaning. Obviously you can't just use Dylan's shirt and scrub away in there. You might scratch up the lenses, right? So you have to be careful with how you treat them. And unfortunately, because so many people have used whatever was handy and available at the time to clean off the front element, a lot of them are scratched up. I was lucky to come into possession of one that's in fairly decent condition for the age that it is, right? So, so I'm a happy camper with this. Obviously, I'm not going to part with it anytime soon. It is, again, it was the first Summicron in the line, and it, as I said, it is collapsible. You know, a little twist and push down, and it collapses into this cute little, isn't that cute? Huh? Yeah, yeah. I know you'd probably like to get it and throw it around. But anyway, you pull it out, give it a little shift counterclockwise, and boom, you know, it's locked in there. It also has an infinity lock on its focus tab, to which it has a tab. Oh, wait, there's a little fluff thing hanging on my bayonet mount. Oh, speaking of mounts, originally it was the first rendition was done in a screw mount.
Hey guys, I'm going home.
To match with the Leica 3 with an F, 3F. Is that 3F? Yeah. And this one then came right after it was the bayonet mount to be paired up with the brand new M3, which, you know, the 3F was the last of the screw mounts, and then the M3 was the first of the bayonet mounts. So this was designed to pair up with the M3. Now the last of the Summicron was the last of the Max Barrick designs on its own, because unfortunately he passed away kind of right at the tail end of when this was coming out. He was passed away in 1949, I do believe. So the design of lenses fell into the realm of Gustav Kleinberg, who partnered up with a gentleman named Otto Zimmermann. No relation to Bob. Yeah, like, he was named after Bob Dylan. That's where Dylan comes from. Yeah. How many roads must a man walk down? But anyway, so in 1953, this thing was released. 1954, the bayonet came out with the M3 in 1954, and it's been going ever since. So this was the one and only collapsible Summicron, and the one after this, the Model 2 or the version 2, was called the Rigid because it was no longer collapsible. And then they had a Rigid slash 2.1, which was using some goggles too, because it had a close focus tab on it. And then the version 3, which is the only other Summicron I have, this one 1970, came out in 1969. Walter Mandler designed this one. But it's, you can see the difference between the two, the size difference in them. But anyway, that one has its own video. So stop hogging in on the version 1's video. So anyway, it's even for the age that it is, it's still an excellent lens. And what its construction, how many elements and groups, mister? Can you say 7? 7 elements in 6 groups. What's its close focus? Kind of sucks for what today's world is all about. Its close focus is 1 meter, and compared to, again, this was the one that moved to 70 centimeters. So even the version 2s were still a meter. This one brought that close focus down to 70. So 1 meter, not exactly the greatest close focus. You're not going to get any macro photography out of this baby, but hey, a meter's not that bad, right? And we'll show everybody what that looks like a little bit later. Blades, aperture blades, 10. Can you say 10? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. He's like, screw off, Dad. I got enough of that in school. 10 blades. That's right. 10 blades leads to, as you're stopping down, nice circular bokeh balls. We like our balls circular, don't we? Yeah, we do.
Say, everybody haven't seen my balls.
10 blades. Very nice. Actually, my version 3 is 10 blades as well. That was the last one. And then they start dropping off like flies. How heavy is this sucker? Pretty heavy, as I said. It's all solid brass and everything, so it's 234 grams. Not as quite as heavy as the boatload of kilos you got going, Mr. 17, almost 18 kilos at 2.5 years old. You're like, you're putting Daddy's leg to sleep here. So anyway, those are the specs on this little masterpiece. What's it known for? What's its characteristics? Saturated colors, warm to neutral in that range, and its out of focus background is known to be quite good too. Great bokeh, as they say, right?
Sweet, sweet bokeh.
Little different than the Summicron, the one before, and the Summicron obviously before that. So it's that's what kind of led to its reputation. Its range is f2 to f16, which is nice. Again, the earlier 50 millimeter ones had some oddball F features, but anyway. So, well, let's get you some shots to kind of show off what this thing can do, right? So hold on, you sit there, because I'm going to let you go, so don't go tumbling off on the floor. And you go tell mommy that daddy pushed you down and made you cry like a little girl, and woo hoo hoo hoo, poor Dylan, hit the floor like a sack of potatoes. All right. So I'm putting this on my M10. Wait. All right, you want to get in there close. All right, so again, I'm not going to use the rangefinder feature because being in a lens of this age, I have no idea if it has been calibrated for a rangefinder recently, and I don't want to guess at what it could be. So let's get it as close as we can here. So this, wait, let's put it at f2. Might as well give you its full capability. All right, so here we are. That looks pretty good right about there. One. Dude, stop moving. How am I supposed to keep this steady if you're moving? All right, 1, 2, 3. And why don't we give you a shot at 5.6 for the same wonderful aesthetic results here. All right, that looks fairly good there as well. All right, 1, 2, 3. All right, so what do you think, Stinky? Does that look good like that? Well, you wouldn't know, would you? So, all right, and how about some shots of this dude with the same thing? How about f2? Dylan at f2. Good? You like those? Well, how about Dylan at 5.6? And how about some random crap? We always have random crap, right? So it'll be using this lens with pictures of other stuff. Because there's always other stuff other than Dylan.
What? No.
Oh no, Daddy, no, there can't be anything more than other than Dylan. Yes, there is, my son. So we're gonna show them here. So how about some outside stuff? Trees and lakes and cars and other people and stuff. All right? Random stuff at F, whatever. Is right. All right, so what do you think about that? That looked good, huh? All right, well, that's pretty much all we wanted to discuss about the lens anyway. Can we recommend it? Yes! Yes!
Yes!
We can recommend it if you can find a decent copy, as I said earlier, one that's not all scratched up and everything else. So yeah, get yourself a copy. They're economical compared to the latest, greatest Summicron 50mm Apo, which is super duper expensive. Are you okay? You didn't want me to get you an ambulance? I'm a doctor, you know. At least I play one on television.
Doctor? 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 Doctor?
Doctor?
Doctor?
Doctor?
Doctor? Doctor? Doctor? Doctor? Doctor? Doctor? Doctor? Doctor? Doctor? We're not doctors.
Yeah, we can recommend it. I think that's pretty much all we wanted to talk about with this lens, though. Yeah. So get yourself one if you can, if you dare. if you live in Leica land. Actually, you can put it on, I use it on my A7R II as well. So, yeah, don't puke either. Little side story here. Earlier today, he woke up from his nap coughing, and you know, I tried to get him up off the bed, and my wife's like, "Oh no, don't be rough with him, pick him up." I said, "All right, you pick him up then." Too late. He pukes on the bed on my wife. I said, "I told you." I told you. And then we got him outside, and then he stood for a while, and then he sat on my leg just like this, did the same thing, and then puked on my leg. Yeah, I know, that's funny, huh? Yeah, I'll just puke on daddy. Luckily, I was wearing shorts at the time, and, you know, little puke on bare skin, not that big a deal, right? Welcome to the world of having kids. So, do you feel better now? Yeah? Yeah, it's probably those noodles we gave you at lunchtime. Questionable noodles those were. Anywho, what else should we talk about? How about our little plug for Luminar? Yeah, what kind of photo editing software do you use? If you don't use any, why not use Luminar, right? And we can tell you why. One, it's economical. It's only $70. $70 for a bit of software that can do quite amazing things, and it's yours for life. One time. There's no subscriptions or any yearly stuff like that. Even though they have those, they call them extensions of shit. We don't need those, so I don't buy them. But this, anyway, is $70. It's yours for life. And what's one of the greatest features about it, because Daddy doesn't like to spend hours editing stuff, is letting the software do it for you. And it's using AI. There's your moment. Your moment in the sun. What does AI mean, buddy? What's AI? AI? No. How many times are you going to try that and get that wrong, man? AI. Artificial intelligence. That's right. It uses artificial intelligence. So we have spot and dust removal. We have power line removal. We have scene relighting, we have portrait AI, we have masking AI, we have face AI, skin AI. Face and skin AI kind of sound the same, but they are different. They are different. What other AI? We've got lots of AI. We have Dylan AI. I wish. I'm gonna click that button and get Dylan to smarten himself up, right? So anyway, if you want to get yourself a copy, there's a link in the description. And what does that link get you? $10 off, right? $10 off. What? You're telling people not to click on our link? Oh, you suck. You're going anti-daddy on me all of a sudden. But click below. Click below for a $10 saving. And so that means it's only $60, right? Yeah, who wouldn't want to spend only $60 on it? And if you click on that link and you buy something, we get a little kickback for that, right? Yeah, and what kickback do we get? We get the $10. You save $10, we gain $10. So we love kickback, right? Yeah, kickback. And what's Dylan going to do with his kickback? You going to save up your money? You going to put it in the piggy bank? So that one day you can have $1 million. That's right, $1 million.
$1 million.
That's going to be a lot of savings in that piggy bank to get you $1 million right there. But still, you got to start somewhere, right? So anyway, what else can our viewers do? Well, you can support our channel, right? And how can they support the channel? Well, you can subscribe. That's right. And how about on this side? Try it again. You can subscribe. And how about Dylan help us out with your finger? Only one finger, mister, not all of them. Your fingers, my fingers, together. You can subscribe. That's right. Good boy. And what else does YouTube like besides subscribers? What do they like? They like the thumbs up, right? And if you give us a thumbs up for this video, we can trade off with the thumbs up girls. I know Dylan thinks the thumbs up girls are all for him, but we can share. There's many of them. You don't need them all. And what do the thumbs up girls do? They give us a little song. A little song, a little song. I wish we'd give it a little song. Thumbs up, do 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 do. Thumbs up. Uh-huh. They are cute though, aren't they? Mm-hmm. So anyway, I think that was about it. That's all we've got to share with you this week. Yeah, that's all it is. Even though we record these way ahead of time, you know, you're seeing this in February probably, I think. But Christmas is coming for us anyway. It's only the middle of December. But he's looking forward to a Christmas that he might remember, because last year you're only a year old, so you don't remember anything.
What you talking about, doctor?
But anyway, so thanks for dropping by. Thanks for listening. Thanks for hanging out with us. Thank you. Dylan says thank you as well too. Why? Because you belong here. That's right. And where do they belong? This was Camera Talk with Dr. Scott and Dylan. That's right. So thanks for dropping by. Thanks for listening. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for the thumbs up. Thank you for purchasing a copy of Luminar. What else do we thank them for? Dylan says, thank you in advance for sending him some cookies. He loves cookies. But you don't get them for free all the time. So people better send you if they love you. I want to see more Dylan all the time. Someday you'll have your own channel. So thanks for dropping by, and we will see you in the next video. All right, ready for bye-bye? All right, bye-bye.
Here I am.